Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Easy Learn. Uh, this is a special purpose diode series, or you can say that it is the edition 2 of the diode and applications. So let's start with the special purpose diode season 1, and let's talk about the course outline that I will explain in this season. Number 1, the topics I had decided. Number 1 is the Zener diode, the Zener diode. This is the topic 1, and I will mostly focus on the Zener diode. This is the important topic I had decided in these special purpose diodes, but I will also discuss other diodes as well, other types of diodes that are also special purpose diode, for example resistor and optical diodes. Applications of Zener diode. Number 3, varistor diode, and number 4, optical diodes, and at the end optical diodes. And at the end I will also focus on some other types diode. And at the end, at the end of this season, maybe if some time available, if the time available, depend upon the time, I'm not sure, but depend upon the time, we will also discuss about the troubleshooting also. All the topics we will discuss in this season will be theoretically. No practical work is added. I had not added still on Easy Learn. No practical work has been performed. Practical work is performed on Easy Learn edition 3, that is 2018, but it's the version of Easy Learn in 2017. No practical, it's a totally theoretical work. And I will also provide you some reading stuff on the Facebook page, that is maybe available in the description as well. I've asked my team to add it in the description. Okay, let's start about our first topic, that is Zener diode. So I will start about the Zener diode and give you just the introduction of the Zener diode in the episode 1. Zener diode. What is Zener diode? We will discuss about Zener diode. Basically, Zener diode is used for voltage regulation. Voltage regulation purpose, the Zener diode is used. And Zener diode is a type of voltage regulator for stable voltage. It is used in, you can say, power supplies for voltage regulation. As I already explained power supplies in detail in diodes and applications season 1, but we didn't use any type of diode here there for voltage regulations. For a constant power supply we use other things, but the when we talk about the Zener diode, this voltage regulation by Zener diode is not a very good, but it's a cheap way of providing a voltage regulation. So it's not a preferred, but in it's a cheap way, or you can say that when a little amount of voltage regulation is required, for example in lower cases, or maybe for 50 volts or below 50 volts, or you can say better below 10 volts regulation, and depends upon a current as well. We will discuss other aspects as other things and other functions of this Zener diode later on, but right now it can be used in the power supply, voltmeters and other instruments as well. It depends upon us where we want a voltage regulation in a given range of the current. I will explain it in the upcoming videos, but right now these are some applications of the voltage regulation where Zener diode can be used for providing the voltage regulation. We will discuss in this series the conditions and limitations for a proper using of a Zener diode and factors that affect its performance as well. Okay, let's start about the Zener diode. As I already explained in the season 1 of diodes and application, this is the simple symbol of the diode, and this is the anode, and we can say this is a cathode symbol. When we connect it like this in sequence, that it is connected, anode is connected with positive side of the battery and the cathode is connected with the negative side of the battery. This is the true case. We can say it's a forward bias case, and the current definitely flow, and it allows current to flow in one direction only, in simple words, diode. But when we talk about the reverse bias, as it is a special purpose diode, we are talking about the special purpose diode. The first is Zener diode. So Zener diode is a little bit different. Its symbol is also a little bit slightly different. Instead of drawing here a straight line, there is a little bit line is this, we can say that it's a bent line. If you focus this line, this is like this, is Z. This Z basically is comes from the Zener diode, that is Z. That's why this line is little bit bent like this. When we draw here symbol, we always draw a bent line that represents a Zener diode. Why we use this bent line and why we use Zener? This basically, the historical background is a scientist, Clarence ENCE Melvin Zener, an American physicist basically, and born in the Indianapolis, and he did his PhD in 1930, and he first published his research paper in 1932 about the the diodes, because at 1932 no Zener, no because he didn't the diode is not named on the diode is not named after a Zener, because he didn't did anything in 1932. So in 92 he basically published his research paper, but when in 1950, after a long period, he basically researched, and he's finally succeeded in 1950 in performing the reverse characteristics of the diode. This diode reverse characteristic, and he told us that in reverse bias we can perform the voltage regulation by using the reverse characteristic of this diode, and I will also explain the reverse characteristic in deep details in further videos. But right now the focus is Clarence Melvin Zener. In 1950 he's finally succeeded in performing these things, and practically. So in 1950 he did these experiments in Bell Labs and in America. So Bell Labs are finally then named where the device was developed. The name the diode is changed to a Zener diode, this one, and symbol is changed to this slightly, and this is a special case of the diode. Zener diode is basically a silicon p-n junction device, and its p-n junction doping is of silicon, and it's carefully doped because we want to operate the Zener in a reverse bias region. I will also explain its graph in the next episode, but right now in episode 1 just telling you that Zener diode is a silicon based p-n junction device that is designed for operation in a reverse breakdown region. Main thing is breakdown region. While in the case of 1N4007, this diode is basically used. It's basically function, and it's designed for operation in the forward bias region, while this is especially designed for the reverse bias. One more thing I want to tell you here, that it is made up of the silicon p-n junction, while we can also use the doping of the germanium as well. But why we use silicon as if we can also use germanium is basically the reason is already explained in the season 1, and so I am not here to I'm not here explaining a reason again, but I will provide the reason on the Facebook page so you can read yourself if you did not watch any video, my previous videos. So I will provide you details as well. Okay, further talking about the Zener diode, the breakdown voltage of Zener diode is set carefully controlled by the doping level and during the manufacture process. So doping is carefully controlled. So more thing about the Zener diode, further things I will explain in the next video, because I will try to set next time from the next episode. This is because introduction episode, so the time little bit exceeded from the 10 minutes, but the next time I will try to set my time, manage my time, and will try to convey you more better from the next episode. So take care, see you next time.